most famous beach, from where beach racing began. It's the Legends of Racing radio show. Live from racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill in Ponce, Inlet, Florida. The Legends of Racing radio show. And your host, Buzz McKill.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for your appreciation.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Rich Jones, yeah. You were here last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
How so?
Probably be here next week then.
I hope so.
Okay.
Glad to see you.
But,
We got this guy today.
yeah, this is the star of the show today. And for all of you folks who come to the Legends of Racing, this is truly a Legends of Racing. Not a young guy, but a guy who's been out there and turned wrenches and been in every pit and won everything and set up a pole at most places and knows all the people that are legends. I can't wait for the stories to start.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Vic Kangas, everybody. Heroin over there. Yeah. We've got those beautiful ladies. So, how did you get started? Were you just a kid when you got started racing, or how did that happen?
I was probably maybe 14. And I used to ride my bike to the racetrack, sneak in the gate.
Yeah, which track was that?
No, Brookline Speedway, New Hampshire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was friends with the people before you get to the racetrack, but then after you couldn't get in, you know, you have to sneak around there. I was good at traveling through the woods.
Who were some of the big dogs that went back then?
Pete Salvatore. Actually, Ronnie drove Pete Salvatore's car once when he was 14.
Really, Ronnie Bouchard?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, he won the race and he went back to his dad's bar and they were going to start congratulating him as far as for what? He wasn't old enough to drive or drink or anything. But he won the race, so his father said, when you're 16, you can start all over.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I built him a car when he was 16.
Is that right? Was it a lot of fun or really?
Seacon car. He won the Rookie of the Year on his with that car.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Is he ever running with that long race?
Yeah, 57 Chevrolet.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, one of the questions I have, and I think the audience would like this as well. Your background covers so many drivers and so many race teams, and they probably only know one or two. Could you just sort of run through a quick list?
I do have a whole list. My daughter made me a list. But it's 3 pages.
Oh, Lord.
All right, well, we'll go through one page.
Well, I've worked with an awful lot of people, and I've had a really significantly good career. It's hard to really single anybody out. As a whole, when I started being able to weld and work on race cars, that got a lot of interest with a lot of people where I was cheap labor, you know?
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I'm working on cars for people, but all of a sudden, I run across this one gentleman, Marty Hardy. He changed a lot of stuff for me. You know, I think I told you guys before, when he was in Europe, he got involved with checking on the formula cars and stuff. He come up with some ideas. He passed them on to me. And I've won a lot of races since I met him.
Good deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Passed away at 98, I guess.
Oh, my gosh.
But we were friends for 50 years. Yeah.
So he had a little Formula 1 background, right?
Yeah. Well, I ended up doing stuff for Spice and stuff too, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was for the road racing with Billy Bingham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a Pontiac effort, and we had Galvin for a sponsor at that time, so that worked out good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was announced this family.
Yeah. He was a dealer plus. He was big on keeping all of that stuff growing, you know. It's attractive to remember all that stuff. You know, they used to call suitcase Vic, you know.
Yeah, because you just go team to team, huh?
Well, I did for a while, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how did you lead a check to the hotel?
I was, another deal, I was helping Kenny Wallace and Birdie at Volusia. And Kenny Wallace won a race, and they were parked next to, we were parked next to each other in the pits. So after the race, Dennis Boyd was their engine builder. He said, I want to introduce you to Joe Nemechek, see if you can get something going, because he was hoping to get the car going, get him selling some more motors.
Oh, yeah.
So I went over and talked to him. Next thing you know, he hired me to come work on his car at Darlington, which would have been 2 races from then, you know. And we ran pretty good. We finished 7th in the first race. So I guess I passed the test.
I guess so.
But I worked consulting for him just for that first year. It was 1991. And then in 92, they asked me if I'd come on and be the crew chief. I said, yeah, you know, I've done a little calculating. I figure if you can finish in the top 9 spots every week, 9th or better, or 9th being the worst, that you can win a championship. So we won the championship in 92 by 3 points.
No kidding.
Apparently I had it calculated pretty close.
Who came in second that year?
Bonnie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joe's a pretty good driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did a good job. Yeah. You know, it was a learning curve for him too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you know. In 82 I was with Ron and we finished 3rd in that firecracker race. I ended up working the rest of the season for Jack Eady and we finished at 7th or 8th in Ponce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was pretty good considering we towing from Connecticut.
Jeez.
Yeah, we were running a day late all the time.
That's amazing. Yeah, old Dini, he was a really good fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a great guy, you know. Yeah, we used to take his Rolls Royce to lunch.
Really? Well, that's not sweet.
Yeah, so apparently we weren't hurt for money.
I understand his son lives in Flying Spruce Street. Is that right, Steve?
Oh.
Is he still Jack Eaton's son? Yeah. Yeah, he was after the Spruce Street.
Yeah, I worked on his car too.
Well, did you really? He had a car?
Yeah. I think it was the same son. Yeah, modified. Jack sent me up there to tune it up.
No, no kidding.
Yeah, he went out and won his first race.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, I got lucky that way.
So what's most important in a car? Is it chassis, engine, or drive?
You gotta have all 3. Chassis gotta work right to start with, but I'm just guessing that if you were relying on just the motor, you'd be in trouble. You know, and, good motors, it makes the job a lot easier.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you gotta have the right shoe too, right?
exactly. I was kind of blessed to have a lot of good drivers.
You'd have a figure?
Ron, John Bouchard.
Now, if he was 16 when you built that car for him, you probably weren't too much older than he was, were you?
Probably not. He might have had it. Maybe he was born in what?
I want to say 48.
47 or 8, yeah. So I was born in 43.
Oh, were you really? Yeah, so you were still a kid then, basically.
Oh, yeah. We were learning together.
Yeah.
But one thing I liked about him, he wasn't afraid to go to the outside.
Oh, really?
Well, he didn't have much choice. Almost every car I had was kind of on the tight side. And you know yourself that you can't jet off the corner if you're tight, so he'd always go up the 2nd or 3rd groove and he won a lot of races. We won 3 championships in a row at Seacon.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But he was Mr. Outside.
Yeah. Even when he went to Stafford, Thompson, he still ran the outside. Even with his new driver there, Bob Johnson.
Yeah, there was a bit like Ronnie came along pretty quick, didn't he?
Yeah. My memory of really making big strides was we went to Stafford when the open show was on either a Tuesday or Wednesday night. It was a 100-lap race. And they were doing what you can, you know. And I talked him into going. He said, well, if you fix the car from the wreck we have over the Saturday, I'll go. So we fixed it up, went to Stafford. We were going good, but we weren't going good enough. And I looked at the tires in the corner, and he's going through the corner, the tire was really folding under. And I said, well, back then we ran 13-inch wheels, so I talked to this one guy that worked with us into buying a set from Commercial Tire, buy a set of wheels, and they were wider. So we got some 15-inch wheels and put them 13-inch wide tires on them.
Oh, okay.
And he went out there. He ran real good.
Oh,
He finished third.
Is it?
Well, it was a big block race basically. Ponce won, Birmingham was second, and we were third.
Wow.
And we got the small block bonus.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yes. What kind of bonus did they?
Oh, $200. Well, isn't that a few? 1971.
Oh, really? $200 went a long way back then.
Yeah,
Gave you a set of tires, probably.
yeah.
Well, this fits right in with something I was looking at. I was talking with Vic earlier, he said, I brought along some things to show and tell. And he says, I got a few things up. I came up and there's a couple of books here. And of course, the first one says Racing Car Design and Development. The cover shows the chassis of the car that they're drawing. So I opened it up. One of the chapters or one of the things was about wider wheels. You just have to mention it. The real key is, where are you? Oh, I opened this other book up. There's a chassis set up, and it's handwritten. It came along from some time, and it's handwriting in a book called Chassis Design. Once again, we're seeing some history here.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't even know you had this with you, did you?
Not really. So I know you wanted to see the book, so I figured I'd throw it in the bag.
Wonderful, great.
I get pretty serious about racing.
Well, and that's another question I have. You've done everything in racing, from being the grunt, to sweeps the floors, hauls the trash out, to being the crew chief and the winning big races.
Yeah.
And all of those jobs in between. If you look back at it, what did you like doing the best?
I like designing stuff.
Designing stuff.
Yeah.
There's 2 books right there, Designing Chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I made my own shop down up there. I couldn't afford a new one.
Okay.
They're $40,000. I got one sitting at the shop right now that I know it works perfect, and I can set up anybody's shop anytime I need to.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was also showing me earlier, he got a spindle on his Facebook. I guess Kenny Wallace sent it, a picture of the spindle that they designed. And it's just, this is things that are happening in the back that we don't normally get a chance to see.
That's right.
A guy that's active and still doing it has done it.
And you look at the old way too.
Yeah.
Still get results.
Yeah, I'm expecting this crew chief coming in, and we can talk about winning this race and that race, and all of a sudden, we've got a car designer, chassis designer, the guy that makes them really go in our midst. Great show.
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep.
No, I'm trying to find a picture.
Yeah, you didn't go to school for that either, did you? You just did a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, a lot of trial and error. You know, you learn more by losing than you do winning.
Do you really?
I think
Oh,
so.
those are great words. That's what we're saying. Yeah. And if you saw a need for something, you just did it.
Yeah, there's no gifts up there.
Yeah. Really.
No, anything that we want to do, as far as our best that spindle. I got that spindle made up by a left-hander. I'm thinking that they're out Midwest somewhere. And they were able to make exactly what I wanted. And the reason that I chose them is because they're the only ones that wanted to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they were willing to do it my way.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go up, buy a spindle that they're designed.
Yeah, sure. But knowing what you need, that's the real secret.
Yeah,
That's the genius.
We got the secret bag over there.
It's got all the tricks in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And are you still learning?
Absolutely, every day. Now, in the business that I'm in now, we're working for Bob's and, these guys over here in the corner.
Oh, yeah. You let the sheriff know that we're going to be here.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to keep an eye out.
Jack and Tony.
That's right.
But they keep me on my toes.
That's good. See, you don't want to let cobwebs
No.
filter in there, right? Yeah.
No, I didn't work this morning, so I
That's good. That'd be good.
I didn't want to miss the show, so I left a little early.
Well, appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break. We're right back with great Vic Kangas, everybody.
From where it all began, racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz Mitchell.
Vic Kangas, and the service being brought to you locally by Staples and International Speedway Boulevard. And if you for the office, they can hook you up big time. And don't forget that you can check out the Legends of Racing radio show Facebook page. If you want to check that out on Facebook or also on YouTube. We're on both platforms. So what you got there, Vic?
I got a steering hammer that I had built in California. It's called Speedway Engineering. And the reason I had to make this, so I have a template for what I wanted to make for an image for road racing. I redesigned this and we dropped this section down some more. I think probably an inch, so that we have it operate from a different angle. We did pretty good with the car. We worked good enough to get us outside pole and walking the thing. So that could be the interesting item because apparently somebody saw that and told my mind about it. He wanted a couple steering arms too. So yeah. Well, Joe Nichols shop and they had CNC machines that would run all night and make parts while you were sleeping, Yeah. So we went ahead and made some up there. But, you gotta work a lot of deals with a lot of people that get the things that you want.
That's the amazing part.
Well,
That's incredible. I mean, who would have thought to drop that down that inch and how it would change the angle of the A-frames.
yeah, well, it puts a spindle on either,
Yeah, but to know all that geometry, it's just amazing.
Well, that's a chassis man's job, it's a crew chief's job, but you gotta get the equipment, you gotta get the parts.
Yeah.
And this is what us Sunday racers watching TV never see. These are the parts. Door makes parts like this, news racing. To understand it and make it work, get it built, and try it, it's a long process. Thank you. You've made racing better for everybody. But it's not just one part, many parts that go into making a chassis work. That's great.
I did similar stuff when we raced the Aero. That thing was built in England and that car didn't have a really good acronym in it.
Yeah.
So I was sitting around waiting for some track time at Sonoma. We went for the track time. And I asked Billy if I could make some new steering arms and put them on. Would you go for that? He said, yeah, go ahead. Make what you need. coffee, you shop, and some other. So we made those pieces up and made a big difference. Then we started winning races.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I'm one of those guys that follows the old English cars and racing and follow the English racing. And the MGs and the Sunbeams and the Triumphs and all of those cars. And everybody liked them because those were sports cars. But they had horrible steering. Every one of them can be reworked gently and have a much better race car. You're talking about Ackerman angle. I mean, it's everything that is under those because they were used to running World War II giveaway parts in a 4-cylinder, and it didn't make a whole lot of difference. And then you come to the U.S. and you got an overhead valve V8, and just cranking it out is making a lot of difference. So that's the essence of being a legend of racing. I mean, wow, what do we got to do?
We're always trying to do the best thing we can for the racer. You know, the driver's got to have a lot of input. Some drivers can give you no input, but a lot of other can, you know, and you want to utilize it while you can. You know, I've worked with some pretty good drivers over the years that I get 4 drivers around. That's good what's going on.
Last week we had Trey Mills here. He's a 17-year-old coming up through the Saturday night dirt track racing, and he's good. He's really good. We had his crew chief, and we're talking back and forth, and Buzz asked him about what he wanted to learn. The statement was, he says, I want to learn more, so when I come into the pits, I can tell my crew chief what's wrong. And I'm just glowing because there's a real racer.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. And I think that's why that kid is so good.
Yeah. He's desirous to learn.
Yeah.
And he'll probably never learn what he wants to.
A driver like that, he wasn't a newbie though. He'd been in it for a while. I worked with Ray Hendrick.
Oh, really? Wow, Mr. Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He said if you make the margins a little better, he says we're pushing a little more than I like. So I says, I'm going to crew chief on the project. So why don't we put a little more tow out in it and see what it said, just run a few laps. So we put a little more tow out in it, and we put a 1/4 inch, which is really more than you need. And Ray Kangas says, that was good. Do a little more of that. So we put it out to a 1/2 inch.
Oh.
We went out there and sat on the pole.
Oh my gosh.
And see, I've never heard of anybody having that much trouble. Never.
Out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, Hendrick made it work, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he did a trick for me at Lancaster, New York too. We were fast in practice, but we weren't fast enough to, get the pole. Well, I went to tire pile and I found a small left rear tire. Measured it for a while. I said, we're going to have about 4.5, 5 inches of stagger. So rather than give up on the tire, because it was fairly new, I blew it up.
Yeah.
And I finally ended up dropping the pressure back down about 30 pounds. I blew it up to 40 at first, and then I let it down. But that gave us a stagger we needed for that track, so we sat on the pole. Led most of the race, because there was lap money in it. Dick Armstrong didn't want to let that car come in the pits and lose the lap money. So we kept it on the track. When we sat on the low, we ran out of fuel.
Oh, Lord, is it?
So we went, did a quick pit stop, we went back out, and we finished 56 in the race. Hey, it's lessons to learn,
Now, did you work with the modifieds when they ran the road course out here? Were you with that those team then?
As far as recently,
No, like, back in the 70s when they had the modifieds on the road course here.
Yeah.
Holman came down.
Ronnie Bouchard ran Kenny Bouchard's car.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was running real good until a camshaft expired.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was a Camaro that we had built. That was the same Camaro he won 2 championships with at Seacount.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, They work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know that you talked about Armstrong. He had that one real aerodynamic car.
Yeah.
And did you ever work on that?
No.
There was a guy named Nate that owned that car last time I heard.
No, I helped pick with a lot of stuff, especially when he bought a car from Clayton Mitchell in Japan. That coupe.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, another coupe. And went to Pocono with it. He couldn't qualify for the show. So they saw how good Ronnie ran at Stafford in that open show.
Right.
Armstrong called him up and asked him if he'd drive it. So Ronnie came to Pocono and in the middle of the night, and he drove from Seacon to Pocono. I asked Vic Armstrong, I said, well, what can I do on the car? What do you want to do? He said, do whatever you want, but when you go good. So we went good. We won the qualifying race.
Really?
Yeah. So we qualified third. He drove all the way to third place.
Holy cow. No, and that little coupe didn't have a lot of aerodynamics in it.
Not at all. But even if you go online, you can see they've got a video of Ronnie passing Ray with a new Camaro, passing on the inside of Pocono.
Is that right?
That race.
Oh,
He thought that was pretty cool. But we ended up crashing, and we didn't get the whole thing finished. He was passing Danny Giroux for third spot.
Oh, yeah, didn't he?
Danny ran a little wide.
Uh,
Ronnie got into the wall and broke a couple of things.
oh, did he really?
They fixed the car, we ran out of track, and finished third, I know, second, right?
What did you do?
Bowline won.
The Bullseye. Yeah, he was here 2 weeks ago.
I was listening to his story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did he sell any books, by the way?
He sold a couple books, yeah. He was sure. He was all those books, wasn't he?
Well, his books are pretty good read.
Yes, it
You
is.
know, it's nothing that's going to change the world. It's a good story. It's a good read.
He probably didn't write it.
I'm not going to say that.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Vic Kangas and Rich Ponce.
The Legends of Racing Radio Show continues with your host, Bob Hunter.
In the same way with Vic, and Vic Kangas is here to tell us some great stories. It's just amazing his mind's so computer. He knows exactly what he needs to do when he needs to do it. It's awesome. And this segment is being brought to you locally by Daytona Fleet Farmers Market, one of the top 5 markets in the country, but you can say we can. Visit our Shop Now network and our Shop Now at Daytona Fleet Farmers Market Facebook page for the latest vendor tours. And it's Tony time. Hey, Tony! You got a question for us, sir?
Yeah, Vic, welcome back, sir. Good to see you again. I just coincidentally saw a video.
This is your answer right here. Ask a question at this.
I can believe you let her play. I just saw a video this week that the outfit of the North Carolina GSM application is restored number 47 Buick that you and Ron won Talladega.
That's just been completed. It's going to be at the Westboro reunion, and we're looking forward to bringing that out.
Oh, that's good.
It looks like a brand new car.
Were you involved in that at all?
Yeah, in 82, we finished 7 points, or 8 from one of them.
I guess I'm curious, how was it confirmed that that's the car? I mean, it's been 40 years or 30 years. Cars change a lot.
Well, they get serial numbers. Often puts a serial number on the chassis. That was an awful car.
Very good.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was such a neat deal. That three-way finish with, what was it, Lonnie and Walter? Was it Walter?
Walter, yeah.
Yeah. And, really. Yeah, that was something I never heard about the radio. We were going to try to watch it on TV, on cable, on satellite, but they were running the feed through phone lines, so we weren't able to watch it. All we could do was listen to it. But man, that was a big deal when he took that race. And that showed that the big one was still alive, right? Must have really been something. What in the world do you do, buddy? Okay.
Okay. You mount this on the spindle. Put this on the chassis. You can adjust this so you get a zero mark on your pointer. But now you can do that on one side. Go to the other side and do the same thing. So make sure your steering is neutral as far as no toe. And then you can turn it 10 or 5 or whatever. You can see what the toe around turns.
It's amazing. I've never seen one of those before. Not been around.
You can even do that on, take the plates, and draw up on the plates and do the toe. The ball joint.
Oh, is that right?
That connects to the top of the ball joint.
Oh, okay. It's so simple, and it's so important. It's just amazing. And did you make those plates? So, what was your favorite race car?
I really didn't care for the big speedways. People do stupid things and pick out a whole field of cars.
Yeah.
I like short tracks, stuff, anything up to a mile.
Oh, really?
Loudon, which is what, a mile and time you get over.
Right.
Well, Joe Nemechek, we beat Erman there.
Did you really?
Oh,
Hot dog.
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And he beat him on the last lap.
Did you? That was break your soul, you know?
Oh, yeah. I sparkled out there.
Okay, Dick, what are you pulling out of your bag now? We got a bag of goodies here, I'm telling you. And he said he wasn't prepared.
This is what doing Ponce. Usually too small the bag. You can see, I didn't get too fancy. I just magic markered it.
Oh, yeah.
And set up. You can clamp that to anything like a jack stand or whatever. And your indicator rides on here.
That's amazing. It's so simple. It's so important.
Everything I need to do a front end alignment.
Is that right? Regular day. Simple day.
You know, Skip Matala's here today. Skip's a machinist. You need to come by and look at this, Skip. This is something you would be doing for a guy like this.
Uses all this stuff like this here on the Fiero and all that. That's how we found out we need new steering wheels.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was going negative on it. When we turned the corner, it was blowing in
Oh, jeez.
rather than blowing out.
Yeah. Didn't take long to pick up on that, huh?
Yeah, just about a few minutes.
So, did you ever have any contraptions like that when you were racing?
I didn't have the knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I was trying to be a racer and trying to learn all of this at the same time.
Yeah.
And it forces you to learn. But I didn't have the machinist capability behind it. This is the guy who has all the whole package put together. I needed his help. I ended up, rather than trying to take care of my car, I went to a drive and arrive campaign where I gave my car to a team that put it together. I showed up at the track and they had it. And I had guys like Vic who were looking out for the things that I needed to be looking. I don't think I drove any better.
Yeah.
My results didn't show it, but I was okay.
But the car was empty.
Yeah, it's, all the stuff he's doing is just fantastic. I call us, the guys that are in the audience, we're Saturday afternoon racing jockeys. and we're watching TV, we don't even think about all this stuff. It's happening underneath us and we don't see it, we don't know what it is. But how does one guy in the same basic car, with the same basic shape, with probably the same basic power and equal, how does one guy outrun the other guy? It's because of tricks like this, not tricks, but technology that allows you to go ahead. Now it's just, and you've got a long list of winners, so I know you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. I like winning.
Winning's fun.
Yeah. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but if you go to the racetrack and you're not progressing in your practices and all that stuff, and gaining on something, you need to change something.
Yeah.
Either the driver or the car or something. Sometimes you gotta give the driver education.
That's right.
You know, so whatever it takes to get the car from.
Well, it's truly a team sport. When we look at it on TV, it's a one-man sport. We don't think about the team and how it got there.
Yeah.
All the preparation and work and stuff.
Yeah.
Racing's changed so much today that I don't know if I'd be a happy camper in the race anymore.
You would be, I guarantee you would be.
The driver's still being good.
And all these guys out here, yes, race cars, know exactly what you're talking about, you know. Why is that happening?
First off, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Everything costs so much money, you don't dare make a mistake.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true, yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes through the years. And, you know, that's how we learn. I don't know how else you can figure it out.
We'll be right back with Vic and with Rich, and we got Larry coming up.
We're back for Where It All Began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing Radio Show continues with your host, Cosmic Webb.
Vic Kangas, and this segment's being brought to you locally by Home Sweets by over Bill Fresh Boulevard, right around the corner from the Speedway. It's a sweet, and they complimentary breakfast, complimentary happy hour, and it's a really place to look at. So we hope that they will support it. And Larry, how's it going? Hey, Larry.
Hello, I'm Sean. That's some good. I got a couple of important ones. One is, I know you said Ron Bouchard was your favorite to work with. Did you have someone that was especially difficult? You don't have to mention names if you don't want.
Yeah. We only drove for a whole while. But he drove the car and then he came back to Bush Series and we couldn't communicate at all because he was telling me all kinds of crazy stuff about the chassis and stuff. I know he didn't know what he was talking about. So I convinced Bob Morosa, Tim Morosa to get a new driver. So the next driver I had was Jimmy Spencer.
Oh, there you go.
We used to call him a shit.
Well, Mr. Excitement was a good name.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go to the front, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd like to know, if was there any race that you went to that you thought maybe we don't have the best chance, did surprise at all, or something like that?
Yeah, that's a good segue to what I want to say. When we were at Pocono, Ronnie got in the car for the first time after we done a cook set up on Pit Road. And he went out, he was running real good. And he come in, he said, I'm just a little bit loose. So, no, what was it? He was pushing. So we put a little bit smaller tire on that rear. And he went back out. He didn't make 2 laps and come right back. He said, that's not the hot setup. I said, okay. So what I did is I flattened the car out and I took some of the stagger away. We ran only like half to 3/4 inch of stagger when he went back out. And then when he got going, he was faster than the track record.
Wow.
And you know, when he won that qualifying race, he was so far ahead, it wasn't even funny. And so you had a lot of good cars in that race. And then when the race did start, actually, you know, he passed Ray on the inside and he was going away. And Ray was like about 10th place. Ron kept going to the front and Ron got up to third. And, you know, he would have passed Benny Giroux. Got into the fence, got into the marbles on the outside. You know, he always went to go to the outside.
Cool, man. Thank you, Larry. We appreciate that. Now, when you guys ran track, how tough was it to set up with that goofy right-hander that they had?
That third place in the race. Yeah, we were running real good. I think we qualified maybe in the top 10. But during the race, we were running really good. This is a 200 lap race. What, an hour and a half or something?
This lap.
No, this is a big.
Oh, with the
With the dog made it bigger. Anyway, he came on the radio and he said, if this race is 1 lap longer, he said, I'm going to have to pull in. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you got too much caster in this thing.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, well, I put a lot of caster in that front. I thought, we don't have power steering.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Every time he turned left, he's jacking the car up, you know.
Oh, Lord.
So every corner, he's feeling the weight of the car, especially in the corners, those things, you know, pretty good banking, right? That was some exciting race. I'm glad we finished second in that race. Golan said we had a clutch looking if we could have survived a little longer, maybe we could have won.
Yeah, maybe so. With Ron's driver?
Yeah. Oh.
Was it
Yeah, it was a coupe.
oh, the coupe, really?
Yeah, Henry coupe.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Teach his mom was, what was going on here? Could he have a little
Yeah,
time?
a little Falcon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What heck was that called?
Valley.
Valley. There you go.
Yeah.
And you know, he ran that at a lot of races, but I don't think he ever owned it.
Oh, really?
I don't think he owned the
Oh,
car.
you are.
I could be wrong. I'm sure he worked on it. You know, it's like everybody's working on the car and somebody else is putting up the money.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He talked about how big the roof was at actually on some point.
Oh, he cheated.
That was great for interpretation.
I never did that.
No, of course not.
I built Kenny Bouchard a car with an actual wing.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, and the way we found out about how much that worked, you know, we were in the back of a pickup truck with a 4x2 piece of plywood.
Right.
And we're going on the road about 60 miles an hour, and I had a protractor on top of the plywood, and I'm watching to see what I thought was most pressure. I locked it there, and we found out what degree we needed to have for the wing. I've got pictures of that wing. Yeah, we went to Seacom with it. It was like taking candy from the baby. It was an open show. You could run in until you wanted. So Kenny's going around, he's passing everybody. You know, Eddie Clumpy and you know, all the good guys at the time. We come up on George Summers. George Summers didn't like him going by.
Oh, really?
Yeah, give him the boob, you know, so he was good. Yeah, he ended up in the wall.
Oh, no.
All's well that ends well.
Yeah, I suppose. Did you ever get his Columbus?
I don't know. You know, it's bad because I work with George too.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, I work in that Oxford Plains.
Oh, really?
In that Getty series, they had 8 Getty races. George and Beal, we won 4 of them.
Oh, no kidding?
And finished second and 2 of the only 2 winning finishes because of Agro.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, he's a pretty good racer, wasn't he? Yeah. His wife is a character, isn't she?
Still is.
Oh, man, she's amazing. She's been that tall.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
full of, as they say, discipline.
No, we were good friends with the whole family. When we went to Oxford, we had to pick up camper and they had went to and go to the ocean after the race.
So really? That's pretty neat.
Well, all the things, I can tell you're an inventor, you know. little things come along, you make your own tool, you got your own way to do it, measure it. Has there been, and I know you've done a lot of things, so has there been anything that you invented or set out, and other people copied and stole it, that you're sorry it happened?
That deal you just saw with those plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy them now for like $19.
Oh, Lord, is that right? That is your idea.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break, but we're right back with Vic. More stories. You shouldn't be able to tell you. It's just a natural thing, right? Yeah, never mind. So anyway, this segment is brought to you by the Legends of Racing Radio Show Facebook page and also the YouTube page. There's two different versions of the show, and we're on either one. And we're just sticking together to have Vic here. Talk about it. I can't imagine very many people nowadays doing what you did, the way you did it. Everything's so specialized, and you can buy anything. You don't have to think for yourself anymore. And it just makes you wonder how far like the do-it-yourself or I think can go to come up with new stuff.
Well, I have a gizmo just like that in my shop, we call it dial indicator.
Oh, really?
And of course, it's got a dial indicator, 10,000 something inches on the whole page.
Right.
Of course, but progress, that's what happens.
Yeah, sure.
Life is not Vic has got a list here of drivers that he's worked with.
Holy cow.
And I'm just looking through it, and it's the names we know, Kenny Wallace, Mike Wallace, Mike Dillon, Jimmy Spencer, Noji, Joe Needlechain, Ron Bouchard, Greg Sachs, Tommy Riggins, Steve Dillon. We just go through the list. These are all the guys that we know. These are all the guys we've listened to for the last 30 years or watched the race. You got anything you want to say? I mean,
I've got this little notebook here. This is a setup for Bristol. We won the race and we set up at home.
Wow.
I don't know what this thing is worth to anybody today, but it's pretty interesting to see.
yeah.
Look at the spring rates and what I rate the spring rates in these cars. The spring. Right here. That's a lot of
That's
fun.
a 375 or 325. 375 on the right rear, 325.
Correct.
It'd be interesting to see if that setup would work today.
Well, I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
That's a 1900 on the right.
900 pounds.
Wow.
That's,
That car was 1,300. Now, if somebody said that today, would think you're nuts. I'm telling you, we sat on a pole by a bunch.
oh,
Is that Kenny Wallace?
that body did not come
No, that was Jeff Ford. So,
Oh, Jeff Fuller. Okay.
yeah, but I did the same trick on Kenny Wallace's car in 97. We sat on a pole with Jeff Ford.
Oh, did you? Holy cow. That's pretty good.
I don't see a date on here. This is a workup sheet for the car, springs, tires.
1996. Fall race, 1996 at Bristol. I've got all the times you went out and practiced. I've got everything documented.
How long did it take you to get on that game? You had to practice a lot.
I changed one spring, and then one shot, tried it one way or the other, and I put it back to where it was. Well, the track changed.
Oh, yeah.
The more rubber that got put down, all of a sudden we started getting too tight, so I took the left rear out, put a softer left rear back in.
Right. Yeah, the geometry of the chassis is just basic. I mean, the geometry is not going to change as far as, the way you adjust things are, but the basic geometry is not the same.
The geometry is pretty much alone, and you work with the air pressure and springs and shocks. Shocks are essentially important deal. I had no idea until I put the shop down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's the shop, you probably what you're supposed to have, but that doesn't mean, the gold in the roof.
Oh, yeah. You still have to kind of play it by ear more or less, but you.
Yeah. In fact, we went so well at Charlotte, that they were interested in seeing what I was doing.
Oh, really?
Especially when Ernest coming in the trailer wanted to sell shops to borrow it.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't qualify for the race, he was still going to have to run the hooligan race.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he went out with some shops in Edville, he won the hooligan race.
Yeah.
So now he's in the back of the field, you know, for the race. He come all the way through, he either finished second or third in the race.
Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And now after that, he said, well, that works so good, how about you build me another set for the cup car? I said, what? I don't have that many shots. He said, oh, yeah, you do. So just then Joe walked in the trailer. I said, Joe, we want to build another set of shots. He said, cool. Oh, we're going to set for the cup car. But they had to cut all the brackets out. It was a big project to build them shots.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting that in the early 70s, late 60s, Wheelwright was the shot supplier, and they would give you your shots. And everybody had the same shot. It was a certain length, a certain strength, and then you had to make up the rest of your chances set up with your strengths and all that sort of thing. Everybody had the same shot.
Well,
They got it for free.
Well, they had a chart with a shot number,
Right.
and this is what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, compression and rebound. So
Right.
you could take that guess. You could guess at what you're going to have.
Jeez, that's amazing. This is going to be a revelation for you, Mr. Rich.
Oh, I always had a workout sheet. Nothing ever as good as this. No wonder I wasn't a good racer. I needed you. I didn't rubber in the straw. I carried a lot of this, set up a lot of it, but I was nowhere near as detailed as you are. You were talking about shot race and shot traffic.
Oh, my gosh.
Sway bars, what size were they? We shipped out 2 sway bars out of my shop yesterday to the guy in Wisconsin. This is a piece of history that everybody should see.
I'd like to see how that will do in a car today.
Yeah.
Well, that's 20 years old or better. No, 30 years old.
Holy cow. Well, this has been fantastic. We cannot thank you enough for coming over to see us. Yeah, this is winning history right here. And he can show us something knows what he needs, and that's just a gift from God. It really is.
There's some divine intervention in there.
Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely. We got a few folks who say thank you to for putting the show on today. We got Danny on the board over here. She did a nice job. Thanks for coming in, Greg. And thanks Tony and Robert for your questions. And Richard Patel, the world's greatest guitarist, is right here. He's a native for Daytona. And this is very good. But Tony's fantastic. Well, and Skip, so good to see you today, buddy. Hey, Skip, keep going, bro. Well, we do thank you all for being here, and we're going to have some very interesting people coming up. So don't miss the show, and we just appreciate your time. Everyone out there, thank you for tuning in. And Mr. Vic Kangas, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.